Rules have a shelf life. They're not forever. Eventually, the supports for rules disappear, and so, as the saying goes, rules are made to be broken. Rules can lose meaning when their underlying support shifts or crumbles. Newspapers succumbed to the internet because the internet created more efficient rules of communication. The Postal Service succumbed to email and social media because the internet changed the rules of delivery. TV ad dollars moved to the internet because the internet shifted the location of information and entertainment. Paper atlases with road maps gave way to GPS in phones and cars because the new rules of technology made navigation much more intuitive. So what good are rules? Well, first, rules can help block in solutions. Once a solution has been figured out, we can list efficient rules to be followed so we don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. Secondly, rules can improve the quality of life by enabling us to build complex things through simplified processes. Rules can help promote trust. They help us understand each other and give some predictability to life. Rules can help promote fairness. We can mutually figure out what's fair and make rules that support that fairness. Rules can create consistency. They standardize the way things are done. When rules are followed, what someone produces will be consistent and can be relied on by others to be a certain way. Rules can help regulate society to reduce misunderstandings and to make things more efficient. Rules can protect people from danger and from the destruction of their creativity or their possessions. And rules can help resolve conflict by following the rule of law rather than arbitrary whims. So what gives rules a shelf life? What makes them break down over time? Well, as we said earlier, rules change when their underlying support shifts or crumbles. For example, mass communication. The king had a lot of control when he had the herald give edicts in the town square. But the rules of control started breaking down when the printing press was invented. So the rules that gave power to the edicts gave way to the power of the printing press. A broader number of voices could speak to the masses. And then came the radio. The rules of the radio affected the rules of the printing press. The old rules didn't go away, but they had to adjust to the new rules of the new medium. But progress didn't stop. TV splashed on the scene. Rules of mass communication once again had to adjust and change. So now we had arrived, right? The ultimate in mass communication was finally here. TV gave us both sound and visual. It had everything. But progress keeps rolling on. Lo and behold, here comes the internet. It not only gave two-way mass communication, it opened up multi-directional, targeted mass communication. So the town crier represented the central control. The people relied on the king. They had to abide by the rules of hierarchy. But when the printing press came along, the voice of the king diminished. Information came from multiple sources. Power started seeping away from the hierarchy. Now, even though the printing press gave voice to the people, even it wasn't safe. Despite amazingly better efficiencies from the past, the press still clunked along through what turned out to be slow publication and distribution processes. The internet changed all that. The voice of the press, as powerful as it was, had to bow to the voice of the internet, where individuals across the world could exchange thoughts and ideas instantly. So are we there yet? Have we reached the ultimate? Not by a long shot. New challenges always raise their heads, and with those come better solutions. We live in an exciting world.